JC, what makes Baltimore's front seven so good?
I think they have an aggressive style, and they have a lot of talent. Even with the guys they lost, they have a bunch more coming in. So I think having the two big guys in the middle that can push the pocket as well as stop the run makes it tough for the interior. And then they have two good rushers outside as well as talented linebackers.
How do you characterize the importance of the game, given that it's your first AFC North game and they're the division champs?
Yeah, division games always are more, not more important, but they count for more. They almost count for two games. So that's important, but every game's important in the season. So I wouldn't say this is anything that we have circled, but this is the next game, so it's the most important game at this point.
Any unfinished business from last year, where it ended there?
No, I think we always want to win the game. So we wanted to win last year. We weren't able to pull it out. Now this is a new year, new team on both sides. And now it's about going out there and executing.
Are you glad you don't have to tackle Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, that makes my job easier, not having to deal with that. No, a very talented player, though.
You're on the other side of the ball, but what are your impressions of him?
I mean, I think you saw a step taken from last year to this year. I think he can do more, and that's kind of the progression with young quarterbacks. Is they get that time and they get their feet under them, and then all of a sudden you kind of see him take off. So it's been what he's done the first few games has been impressive.
Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, from the outside looking in, it looks like Baker's still not exactly comfortable. At least not as comfortable as he was at the end of last year. From your standpoint, what can you guys do up front maybe to, I guess, help make him a little more comfortable back there?
I think, as in anything, establishing a run game and making sure protection is sound helps the quarterback in both ways. Also, I think avoiding negative plays and not getting us behind the sticks in bad yardage, bad down and distance, that also helps. I mean, anything, I would say Baker's not, struggling. I would say right now our offense isn't playing up to its potential in general, all of us. So that's a group thing, not a one-player thing, that we all have things we need to improve on and things we need to do better. And when we all start doing those things better, then everybody's going to look like they're playing better.
Do you feel like you guys have cleaned up just the whole process of getting in, plays in, not having penalties? It just has sort of looked a little bit inefficient.
Yeah, I mean, the first game obviously was a rough start to the year with penalty-wise and things like that. So I think we've improved that. There's obviously still room for improvement to go, but that's something that not always is something that can easily be, if we do this, it's fixed. Sometimes you get a long pass play, we're running down there, the play clock's already started. So those situations present itself where you fall behind the play clock a little bit and you've got to kind of rush to the line of scrimmage. But I think as we go through it and everybody gets more comfortable in the system, that stuff will just clean itself up more. But I wouldn't say, other than that first game, which is kind of an anomaly game with that many penalties and that much yardage and being behind the sticks that much, the other two games have been a lot cleaner.
It seemed like you ran the ball better against the Rams in the first two games. What was the key to that?
I think we just had a good plan. I think sometimes you just execute cleaner. I think we were able to move guys and get Nick up to the second level and let Nick do what he's been able to do, and that's make people miss and get extra yardage.
How did Hubbard look today? It's good to have him back.
Yeah, he looked good. I think he's still figuring it out and testing it, but he moved well, and that's going to be a doctor thing and a him thing. But it's good to have him out in the field. Just his presence, his veteran presence, just him being out there is always just a kind of a breath of fresh air.
Considering what you played with last year, would you give him any advice or anything?
No, I think it's every injury is different, and you don't really know what somebody else is going through and what they're feeling really. And he's a guy who's not going to complain about it, not going to talk about it. He's going to keep his head down and work and try to get back. So I know what he's dealing with is significant, but he's got to work through what he got to work through, and I've never been through what he's gone through, so I can't really speak to that.
Yesterday, Odell was talking about how he's kind of a personal battle for him to be a leader. But does he add something just with his presence, even if he hasn't figured it out, what you guys need?
Yeah, I think everybody on offense has a role, a leadership role. I think everybody has something to bring to the table in some part of it. Sometimes just making a play when a play needs to be made is being a leader and helping this team move forward. And I think Odell does that, but he also is a vocal leader as well, as coming over to the offensive line midway through the first quarter and talking to us and asking what we're seeing and asking what he can do and what the offense can do to help us. So I think we have a really good group of guys on the offense that kind of understand how everything runs and are always looking out for the other position groups and the other players and seeing, is there anything I can do for you to make your job easier? So he's done a very good job of that.
Is that uncommon, like a receiver talking to the line?
Yeah, I would say I haven't seen a lot of that in my time. But both him and Jarvis come over quite a bit to talk, which is, it's always nice to kind of see those guys and see what they're thinking and stuff like that.